Please welcome Rotimi from Power, the artist, the creator. Rotimi, come on out. Yeah. Welcome. Now, we have interviewed quite a few times, so I'm excited about this one. Now, I was just singing your praise, and I know you're not going to let me down. I know you've been busy. He's been busy, so busy today, y'all. I think you just came from a photo shoot. Hold on, let me make sure yours is. Mic check. There we go.
Check, yeah.
There we go. All right, so you just came from a photo shoot. You were there all day.
All day.
But you still look good.
Oh, I appreciate it.
You still look good. Doesn't he look good, ladies?
Hey.
Don't say that too loud. I got a reason for you
Hold
coming
on.
up. Don't say it too loud.
Why Dre got to be half of me?
You're right. You're right.
It
Okay.
got to be half of me. Nah, it's good.
You know, they looking at you. You came out. They were like, Yeah.
Right.
No, but at the same time, think about it. So, we just saw you in Power. That was your final episode. Yes, this is a spoiler alert. You know what happens to Dre, okay?
Yeah.
But on a serious note, Rotimi, you have so many layers. You have so many layers. That was like a miniature movie watching that, right?
Yeah.
Like we saw you talking to your daughter. We saw you, the reason why you are the way you are, as you had that powerful scene with your mother. Yeah. And then we heard you sing gospel.
Yeah.
So there was so much range. Talk to me about the fact that you knew about, how this show was going to go down, but the world was finally going to see it and see the multiple layers of Rotimi, not to mention your song playing at the end of the show, man.
Stars and Power blessed me so much with ability to show what I could do. That was the first time they did something like that where it was a mini movie, and so when I got the script, at first you're like, man, dang, it's over. But at the same time, it's like, wow, you're giving me such a blessing, And so to be able to show anger, like you said, gospel music, then you start seeing a relationship between a father and his son, then you see the damage a mother causes a kid, and makes him become the way he is. It was fun because I had to really push myself. I never did anything like that. And plus, we got the script maybe 2-3 days before we started filming. No. For real. So, I had to learn 60 pages of work in 3-4 days.
Really? Is that how it usually is?
No, we usually get so much more time, but because it's so last minute, and plus it's such they're so worried about anything coming out, they had to keep it even from us for a while. So I had to really just go in my bag and do what I did. But shout out to Stars and shout out to Power for what they did for me.
What did y'all think of that last episode, though? Can I get a round of applause? A round of applause for his performance.
Thank you.
Rotimi, someone is going to pick you up. I mean, I'm talking about for a movie that could be nominated for, the Golden Globes was this past weekend.
Yeah.
We're talking some serious productions.
Yeah.
That's where you're headed.
Amen. We're calling 2020 Blockbuster 2020, man.
Okay.
So you got to profess it and claim it. So that's where we at.
Blockbuster 2020. That's just part of the testimony that I know you're going to be delivering to us. Okay?
Come on now.
Okay. I want to get in depth here. Yeah. You at the end of the show, we heard your song.
Yeah.
It is 2020. You've been proclaiming a lot, especially at the end of 2019.
Yeah.
What was that moment like? What was the aha moment, at least in the last 7 days, where you go, dang, this really happened? I made it. If you haven't already said that to yourself.
No, I went to a hookah spot called Zari out here, I think it was, and we went there and we sat down and we're watching the show with the subtitles. So you're seeing it, and then the show ends, so you're hearing the music from it, and then my new single "In My Bed" is playing in the lounge. So the fact that it was just like, whoa, this is crazy, So that was like a moment where, right before I got my hookah, I said a little prayer, what I'm saying? So, and you just give God glory, man, because when you consume the atmosphere that much, that doesn't really happen often. So it was a blessing to have that.
I talked to you about how many layers you possess as a thespian, as a creator, as an artist. And those layers aren't just Rotimi. He's first generation Nigerian, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. We see you in Nigeria. Well, he's first generation Nigerian, and I want you to talk to the people, this audience, about your parents, because I find that so fascinating. Yeah. Your parents have been married for 40 years?
40 years, yeah.
40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that deserves a round of applause.
You better clap.
I'm not trying to tell them what to do, but 40 years, let's just say, have y'all seen reality TV? Not everyone's able, okay?
Yeah.
But your mother, she had an eclectic palette as well. Talk to us about that. And then you played the violin, the piano. Where did you get all this musical talent from, Rotimi?
If you're African in here, you know that creativity is not what your parents want you to do. You have to be a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was blessed because my mom had a dream that when she was 7 months pregnant with me, she had a dream that Bob Marley came to her in her womb and said, "Your son is going to finish my legacy." So she automatically said, "Okay, he's not a lawyer, so let's figure something out." So when I got out, she was like, "I'm going to have him play every instrument, every type of thing, just to figure out what he's supposed to be." And then I started singing, and then that's when she was like, "Okay, let's focus on that." So she had me as a Nigerian wedding singer at 4 years old. No. She took all my money, so I didn't have any money from that. And at these parties, they throw the money on the floor, so, I couldn't have none of that. But I knew that I wanted to sing at that age, and my mom listened to Garth Brooks, to Fela Kuti, to Michael Jackson, to Joe, to Carl Thomas, so I was always open to different things.
And, when you introduced yourself to us, or I should say a reintroduction, right? Walk With Me.
Yeah.
That came out, May 2019.
2000, yeah.
And one of my favorite songs, when you hear it in the club, the ladies start, I don't know how the guys
What's
feel.
that dance? Do that dance?
I can't sing worth of nothing, but I appreciate the art, okay? So just know that you made those songs for women like me who just like to move our little waist and whatnot. Talk to us about what that EP meant. Walk With Me, Love Rhythm.
Yeah, for me, Walk With Me was exactly what it meant to be in terms of listen to somebody's GPS going on. Where are you going? Aren't you here?
On that note, hold on, look. Just to refresh the people, I know, turn your GPS off. You're here, calculating route.
Yeah, where you going? But no, in all seriousness, so for me, Walk With Me was something.
What is going on? Switch them?
Yeah, thank you. So Walk With Me was supposed to be my reintroduction, like you said, but able to show people, let me show you what I do musically. Just walk with me. Let me take your hand on this journey, and let me just show you what I can do in this realm, in this realm, in this realm. I finally figured out who I was as a man. I finally figured out who I was as an artist. So for me, it was just let me just show and prove. I don't want to talk, just walk with me. So that kind of
I want to pause you on it because I want them to hear, just in case some of you in the audience have not heard the song. I want you to hear it, then we're going to continue talking about Walk With Me, okay? Mm-hmm. Go ahead. That's the song. That is it. That was your reintroduction. Real quick, a couple of people. Does someone have a powerful, when you hear that song, when you hear his story, okay, I see your hand raised. I just want to ask the audience real quick. When you hear that story, when you hear that song, what does it kind of do to you? What does it make you feel inside, as someone who is a fan of Rotimi? I just want him to hear from someone like a lay person, like me and you, people who just are in the car blasting the radio.
It just makes me feel good inside and, wanting to be in love with somebody as well. So
you better stand up and say that. Let them see you.
It really makes me feel really good inside, wanting to dance, be in love with somebody that a male to love and want to be with me. So, yeah, it makes me feel really good.
Girl, you and me both. That's what I'm talking about. Give her a round of applause, y'all.
Thank you.
Anyone else, though, before I sit back down? Because I'm not standing back up. Anyone else? All right. All right. Here I come. All right. Now, Rotimi, let's keep talking about it. Just the analysis of that song. Of course, we understand that it was the reintroduction of you into society and saying, I've been doing this, but I'm coming back. Yeah. But what was the process like? What were you prophesizing before that record even came out?
Yeah. For me, at that point in time, I had just been recording. And we were filming the last season. So I didn't have any time to, really take off 3-4 weeks or 3-4 months and just be an artist. So I had to go from set from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then go to the studio from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. that next morning, then go back on set. So I'm in the studio studying my lines. I'm trying to figure it all out. And I went to L.A. for 4 days to work with Harmony Samuels. And when we got in the studio, the first record we did was Decisions, and we were like, okay, this is a single, whatever. Then the next day we did Love Rhythm, and he played the beat. And as soon as I heard it, the first thing I did was, baby, baby, yeah. I was like, oh, this is a jam, you know? And it just felt organic, man. So, again, the music process, when it hits you, man, like Bob Marley said, when music hits you, it feels no pain, man. So you feel no pain at all. So it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful record as well. And another beautiful record. We love hearing from you. You have a new project.
Yeah.
The Beauty of Becoming.
Yes.
The Beauty of Becoming. That's his next EP, guys. And again, you're taking us on a journey, and that's what you do. Yeah. When I hyped you up, I was telling them, like, this, they're going to hear a testimony from you. Yeah. Because now we did the reintroduction, but now it's the evolution of Rotimi. Talk to me about The Beauty of Becoming.
So as you know, Walk With Me was that's the beginning. So now it's the middle part where you're seeing the growth. So imagine yourself in the y'all. Okay, never mind.
You can't blame them. You can't blame them.
That's my G. Never mind. Never mind. Nothing happened. No, that's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It happened.
All right.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's the money calling. It's money. So I wanted people to see the growth, you know. So imagine, you know, the Walk With Me was kind of like the caterpillar, you know, and now in the middle of the evolution of the butterfly, you start seeing it grow. So this project, I wanted it to be more melodic. I wanted it to be more Afro type of vibe. I wanted it to be more me vocally showing what I do, you know, and so I wanted a 22-minute long project that you didn't have to skip a song, you know what I mean? And I think we delivered that with this one. And there's different versions of songs that you can like In My Bed, and you can like a Fallback, and like another record. So I think it's a beautiful body of work.
Well, you just hyped it up. Fallback, one of the records on the EP. Can we go ahead and hear a little bit of Fallback? Yo. I love, you know, whenever we hear that, we know, right? That's Rotimi. Yo, so Fallback. That was my first time hearing it, so I'm just being honest. Like, I love Afro beats. Yeah. You are doing your dang thing.
Thank you.
Inspiration of Fallback.
Fallback was one of those records, honestly, to be completely honest. I had 45 minutes to make one more song for the project. And I had my boy, I actually did it out here in Atlanta with Keys and Ayo, man. And it was so beautiful because when music is dope, it's so organic. So the people are spitting out different things. I'm saying this, my boy's saying this, and this, and this. And I wanted to make something that was like, I know I ain't shit, but listen, I know I ain't shit, but at the same time, I know your value, and I don't want to lose you, and I'm begging you, please don't fall back because I know my flaws. You know, so I wanted to make it in a very melodic, cool way, but it's a sexy vibe, and I wanted something that was like a Afro R&B pop fusion. You know what I mean? Something completely different.
And it took 3 months, I'm hearing, to make, right?
To make
3 months.
This project,
the entire project.
Yeah,
the
it was the
Beauty
last
of
song.
Becoming.
Yeah, that was the last song we put on the project for sure.
All right, so let's hear the next song, Way Gone. Yeah. I hear that's a favorite.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Way Gone is kind of the story of my situation now in a way. You know what I mean? So it's very dear to my heart, man. And it could be done acoustically. It could be done. I can't wait to perform this record, and I think y'all gonna love it.
That's a good teaser. We want to hear it because you said it's kind of like your situation, and then we have questions. Let's hear Way Gone. All right.
How long I gotta be?
No, you're not leaving yet. Way Gone. Yes. Way Gone. Way Gone.
Yeah.
You know, just listening to that song, Rotimi, I can just see you on the back of a horse with your lady, like tussling, like you tussling her hair, and like trying to prove your love to her. Like I can see it now. You said. Sorry, I'm a visionary.
Yeah, you are.
All right, so you set it up. You said that this song.
Oh goodness.
Is kind of like your current situation, and I see a beautiful young lady. In the front, right here. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Vanessa. Beautiful young lady. So talk to me about how the correlation between, your situation, your relationship, and the song.
With the song, it kind of just explains how we both know what we feel, so why take our time? Why conform to what everybody says? If you feel like you know what it is, just rock with it. You just pack your bags, never look back, and just follow each other, you know what I mean? So I think it's just, basically you got me way gone. I've never experienced something like that. So that's enough of this emotional shit, though. That's crazy.
Sorry. I mean, I was going to ask you, is Rotimi a lover or a fighter? I don't know. I think I know. I love that song so much. But one of my favorite songs on the EP, and I know that you guys are about to love this one. I mean, again, all of your records are fantastic, but I love this one on The Beauty of Becoming. Yeah. In My Bed, featuring Wale. Yeah. Give me a couple of sentences about that, kind of how that even came to be, and then we're going to play it.
Again, that was an ordained record. That was an anointed record, man, because Harmony called me one day. He was like, yo, you know that Anya sample? He was like, I was like, yeah. He was like, I got an idea. Let's just follow me. I want to call it In My Bed. I'm like, okay. You know how many people have done that record already? He was like, no. The way we going to do it is going to flip it. And he sang like, there's a meeting in my bed. And when he did that, I was like, oh, this is a smash. So I went to L.A. and we just rocked out. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and we did 3 records that night before that, and that was the one that stuck. But I remember him saying, this is going to be the one, and I think we did that well.
I'll ask you how you got Wale in a minute, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and hear In My Bed. Yeah. Oh, they played the whole record. Yes! Don't y'all love that song? That song is a smash hit, right? Yeah. It is so good. Now, you had Wale on it, but let me say this. Before you came out here, we talked about your testimony. Like, I know we're talking about, like, all of your songs, but I told them, like, you are wise beyond measure. I want you to talk to the people about the importance of prophesizing. Yeah. Prophesizing, speaking aloud what you deserve. You say that you are anointed. You say that you are you are royalty. Yeah. There's an importance, and I say this because it's 2020. We're 7 days in, and I want you guys to understand the importance of speaking out your dreams and your destiny, and it actually coming to fruition. Okay. Yeah. And this man does it. He said he's going to be a billionaire in the next 10 years. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's going to be giving back to charities, millions of dollars a month. Yeah. You prophesize having Akon. Yeah. On your remix of Love Rhythm.
Love Rhythm. Yeah.
And now Wale on In My Bed.
Yeah, for me, I speak everything out. I believe everything out. I write out my thoughts. I don't allow people who've never experienced what I'm trying to do tell me what I can't do. You never let somebody put you in a box and say, oh, we see you as this, we see you as that. You can't see me as that because you've never lived what I've lived. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think we don't focus on self-love enough. So I think this new decade, I feel like everyone should focus on loving themselves more than anything. I feel like you should meditate. I think you should pray. I think you should have affirmations that are on your mirror in the bathroom that you see. I think we don't do that, man. And I feel like social media makes us so insecure all the time. And especially in this industry, which is so demonic at times, you need to be strong with self, and you need to prophesy. You need to believe in yourself, man. And I'm very spiritual, so for me, like, God is everything, Like, I can only, for me, I said, God, give me something that I can say I did power what I need to do on power, but musically, in the same week, we had the episode like that, and we're talking about music in 3 days apart, I dreamt about this, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's real, man. Don't take that for granted. Please. Talking about the music and all that is cool, man. But I think this is my purpose to tell y'all, please believe in you. Say what you want. Completely commit to it and surround yourself with people that want to bring that journey to life, yo. And I swear everything will change. I am no different from y'all. I just believe I'm one of the greatest to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working towards that. So that's all.
And so much more. Oh, yes, please give it up for that. And of course, there are a couple more things, some more gems I wanted you to drop on them. you are so much more than an artist. Like you, again, don't put you in a box. You have so much wisdom. You mentioned, or you have so much generational wealth. You know, you talked about the importance of being your own business. There was an interview that Rotimi did earlier this week where he was saying how he aspires, or he's inspired rather, by people like Jennifer Lopez, people who are not just artists, but they own their rights or whatever to their music. You know, they are a business. Talk to some of the artists out there who are understanding. I really want to be, famous. I really want my music to be heard, but it's much more than that.
Yo, so the funny thing is, people don't understand that this business is 20% talent and 80% business and marketing. You get what I'm saying? So again, it goes back to your team. But I've been blessed since I was a kid, man, in terms of my money financially and the way I think. When I was a kid, since I was a kid, but when I got my power contract, my dad said, he looked me in my eye in the kitchen, he said, yo, do you believe you're a star? I said, yeah. He said, all right, so prove it to me. I don't want you to spend $1 of your power, however long this contract is. I don't want you to spend $1 of it. I want you to make money in your endorsements, your music, and everything else. But you may make some millions in this, but do not touch it. I want to see, can you do that? And I said, yeah, I'm competitive. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? And 6 years in this show, I didn't spend $1 of my contract. So again, I was fortunate because I learned discipline, I learned how to say no to things that I really don't want. I didn't conform to, they got that, let me get those. No. I feel like we do that a lot. And so for me, I'm okay with saying I made this for hosting and this and this and this, but I know that when I'm done, I'm pretty sure I have a lot more than what people have in the same situation, Then the first thing I did with my money, the first purchase I did was buy myself a house, and we don't talk about real estate like that.
Right here in Atlanta.
Hey, come on, woman.
Atlanta.
Shut up, woman.
Atlanta. Wait.
Jesus.
I am just so excited.
But nah, for real, like, I put that money back into me, and so we don't talk about that enough, man. So again, do not conform to what you think is cool because somebody else is doing it, man. Save your money. If you're an artist, invest in yourself. I remember asking a billionaire, I was like, yo, I want to get into investment, man. Can I do this? Can I do this? He was like, are you really asking me? I said, what? He was like, if you have money, invest in yourself before you do anything else. And that clicked with me, man, and invest in your passion. So that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes. Give it up for those gems. I'm telling y'all, like, prophesize what you see. Like, just say it out loud. I just downloaded an app January 1st called I Am. And every single day, 6 times a day, it gives me an affirmation. I am great. I am powerful. I am wealthy. I say each affirmation 3 times. And maybe sometimes I don't feel that way when I'm saying it, but there's something in the power of saying it out loud.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Say it out loud.
Yeah.
All right, Rotimi, so we're almost at a close here.
Yeah.
But there are questions here. There's some rumbling. Everyone's like, we love the EPs.
Yeah.
We love the EPs.
100%.
But they want to know where the album at. They want to know where the album at. And I know there's some rumblings that the album may be called Here I Am, something like that.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure it out. But again, with the progression of how everything went, it's Walk With Me, The Beauty of Becoming, which is out now. And ideally, I want to call it Here I Am, but we're still working on it. But again, it's just an evolution of who I am, and the album should be most likely coming out by the end of this year or sometime this year, and it's going to be beautiful, man. I'm excited. Ryan Leslie hit me up the other day saying, like, he wants to be one of the first people to get on
What?
Yeah, so he's going to come to the crib, and we're going to make it happen. Yeah, 100%.
What are maybe 2 or 3 other artists that you would, because you prophesized Akon, you wanted to work with Wale, and there's several other artists when I've interviewed you in the past that you have mentioned, but in 2020, Rotimi's top 3 artists that you want to have on your album.
You got to go with the cheat code. You got to go with Drake, you know what I'm saying? It's a cheat code. T-Pain's my favorite artist, I think he's so slept on.
And he lives in Atlanta too, by the way.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. And then, and I'd probably say, because of the journey, I'd probably say Wiz Kid, because we started together. So for him to be on my first album, it'll be sentimental, you know. So I think that'll be really cool.
Any final words for your audience? They love you. Okay, let's just give it up one more time for Rotimi as he thinks. Rotimi, seriously.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to say thank you on behalf of all of the people in this audience, because unlike a lot of different celebrities that I may interview, you know, there's something so humble about you. Your parents did right. You're so humble. You genuinely care for each and every fan in this audience. And that's why you're taking off so far, and the sky's the limit.
Amen.
This time next year, I don't even know if we're going to be able to touch you, man.
Yes, we will. We're going to do the same thing.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're always going to be humble, and God is going to take you so far.
Amen.
Thank you for this interview. Sirius XM and Pandora, thank you. And we want to thank each and every one of our audience members who came out to hear from Mr.
Butterscotch. Now, wait, hold on. Wait, don't say it right. You got to say it right. All
right, one more round of applause for Rotimi. And let's hear some music on the way out. Some music, please.
Yeah.